Namaste from Team India Ghumo, it's Sarita and Kamal and we welcome you back to Hampi Tourism Part 2 video. In Part 1 video, we gave you an overview of Hampi, its history, location and other useful information. If you haven't watched it yet, we will leave a link to that video in the description box below. We recommend you to watch Part 1 video before watching this one so that it's easier to understand this part. In this video, we will cover the major Hampi tourist attractions that come under Group 1 of Sacred Center. All the sites are very close to each other. We will cover the Malyavant Hill Raghunath Temple, Badavi Linga Ugra Narsimha, Udanavir Bhadra Temple and Krishna Temple. But before we start, I have a little request. If you are new to our channel and haven't subscribed it yet, then please subscribe India Ghumo to get notified of all our future video uploads. Thanks for subscribing. Now let's begin. Hampi not just has historical relevance but also mythological ones. Hampi was the same place that is referred as Kishkindha in epic Ramayana. Kishkindha Kand in Ramcharitmanas is believed to have taken place in Hampi. The Malyavant Hill and Raghunath Temple is 3 kilometers down the road from Kamlapur. The road ends at the foothills and you will come across a huge boulder right in front of the entrance Gopuram, the boulder almost covering the entrance. You can park your vehicle there and on the left you will see the entrance to the Raghunath Temple complex, also called the Malyavant Raghunath Temple. The temple complex is pretty huge with the main shrine at the center of the complex. At the entrance of the main shrine, you will find a number of pujaris chanting chaupais from Sri Ramcharitmanas 24/7 since past 8 years. This surely has made the ambience very peaceful and one can feel the positive energy around.
प्रियताओं का इन लाग रम रति पुराण करीत अधे सावधान सुन का गिरो मंगल भवनीय मंगल आई द्रवत दशरथ अजिर बिहारी देवी माँ को आतुर उठाई करी
The Malyavant Raghunath Temple is very significant from a religious and mythological point and is dedicated to Sri Ram, also called Raghunath. According to Ramayana, Sri Ram and Lakshman stayed here until monsoons were over and then marched towards Lanka along with Sugriva's Vanar Sena. The deities in the temple are Sri Ram, Mata Sita, Lakshman and Sri Hanumanji, carved out of a single massive boulder. Sri Ram and Lakshman in sitting posture, Ma Sita in the form of Ma Lakshmi standing next to them and Sri Hanumanji in a kneeling posture. The massive temple complex is built around this boulder. The deities are below the protruding boulder above which the tower of the temple is constructed. A trademark Vijayanagara style architecture. The backside of the temple complex towards the left leads to an old well, and a little further down you will come across natural splitting of a rock into 2 large stone slabs separated by a gap in between which always has some water. Both the slabs bear row carvings of Shivlings and Nandi lined parallel to each other. Just about 100 meters ahead on the rocky path is a great site to get a panoramic view of the valley, boulders and other monuments. A short hike from inside the temple complex towards the right leads you to the top of Malyavant Hill. From Malyavant Hill, you can see the Raghunath Temple. It's a great place to watch the sunrise, and the best part is you won't find too much of tourist crowd. The hilltop offers a 360-degree panoramic view of the surrounding mountains, monuments and patches of paddy fields and coconut and banana plantations. We have already uploaded Sunrise at Malyavant Hill video on this channel. We will leave the link in the description box below. You can watch the video later. So that was about the Malyavant Hill and Raghunath Temple. Now comes the Badavi Linga and Ugra Narsimha, both situated next to each other, not very far from the Malyavant Hill. Badavi Linga Temple is dedicated to Lord Shiv, worshipped in the form of Shivling. This largest monolithic Shivling in Hampi is made of black stone and has a height of 3 meters. The temple has been in existence since the period of the Vijayanagara Empire. It bears a Tripund mark drawn in the line carving. The sanctum in which the Shivling is installed is always filled with water due to a water channel installed inside. The name Badavi Linga is a combination of two words, Badava meaning poor and Linga represents Shiv. Legend has it that the Shivling placed inside the temple was commissioned by a poverty-stricken peasant woman. Hence the temple came to be known as Badavi Linga Temple. The Shivling is situated inside a small chamber with a single opening in front for the devotees to get inside. The stone chamber has no ceiling, thus allowing the sunlight flood over the Shivling. Despite of some minor damage to the temple caused due to the rain, the Shivling at Badavi Linga Temple stands intact even today. On the left to the Badavi Linga Temple is a huge monolithic figure of Lord Narsimha, also called as Lakshmi Narsimha, and it's also the largest statue in Hampi. It was constructed during the rule of one of the greatest rulers of the Vijayanagara Empire, King Krishnadeva Raya. The temple is dedicated to Lord Narsimha, one of the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi. Narsimha means half man, half lion, and is one of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu, also referred as Ugra Narsimha, the terrifying form due to the depiction of protruding eyes and facial expressions. Four-armed Lord Narsimha sits in a cross-legged position with a large 7-hooded Naga curling above his head, acting as the hood. The original sculpture also had a small figure of Goddess Lakshmi, consort of Narsimha, sitting on his left lap. The marvelous statue was destroyed and mutilated during the raid by the Mughals, which eventually led to the fall of the glorious Vijayanagara Empire. All the limbs of Narsimha's statue were broken during the attack. The figure of Ma Lakshmi was separated from that of Narsimha. Today, the damaged statue of goddess resides at the Archaeological Museum of Kamalapur. So that was about the Badavi Linga and Ugra Narsimha. Now coming to Udana Veerbhadra Temple and Krishna Temple, these temples are again very close to each other. Unfortunately, we couldn't cover the attraction during our visit. We will cover them in our next trip to Hampi and make a separate video and leave a link to that video in the description box. So that completes Group 1 of the Sacred Center. Stay tuned for our next Hampi video in which we will cover the Group 2. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it useful. Please give this video a big thumbs up, leave us a comment and subscribe our channel India Ghumo to get notified of our future travel video uploads. Thanks for watching.